Hi, thanks for visiting BigWheelProvisions.com. Today we're talking about salt. And salt's pretty important to almost everything we do here at Big Wheel, from flavor enhancement to texture to preservation. And we're going to talk today about a couple of different salts you might find in the kitchens of Big Wheel that we use on a regular basis. We're going to start with one that you won't find in the kitchens of Big Wheel, iodized salt. This stuff's pretty nasty. It's really finely ground, it's got all kinds of preservatives in it, and it has just this gross taste. It's very metallic and abrasive and harsh. We pretty much encourage you to throw it out. Kick it to the curb, get rid of it. Don't buy it. Don't even have it in your salt shakers on your table. We've got some better alternatives which we're going to talk about here in a minute. Throw it away, please, for the love of God and all things holy. One salt you will find that we use at Big Wheel pretty much every day and for almost every task is kosher salt. Now, kosher salt is a larger grained, no preservative, no additive salt that's used in the koshering of meat. It hasn't necessarily been given the blessing by the rabbi, but most cases it has. They will actually use it to help draw the moisture and the blood out of the meat to make it kosher. But we use it all the time for just about everything. It dissolves well in liquids, and it makes a nice crust on meats if you get it on there and you sear it down in a pan or you roast it in the oven. We like it because it has a clean flavor. It sprinkles nicely, and it just is cheap and available everywhere. Pick some up at your local supermarket or wherever else they sell food. It's the best salt for everyday use we find. The next salt we're going to talk about is sel gris, or gray salt. This is an unrefined sea salt. You can see the color of this is different than your normal white salts, and that is due to a high mineral content in this salt. Like we said, it's been unrefined. That mineral content is going to add flavor. Now, depending upon what type of unrefined sea salt you can get sel gris, you can buy pink sea salt from Hawaii and the Himalayas and the Himalayan mountains. You can find black salt from India, all kinds of different colored and flavored salts that are unrefined and really good for you. They all have a different texture, a different flavor, a different melting point, all kinds of interesting stuff about these salts. You want to be careful though when you use an unrefined salt because they may be little pebbles inside and you don't want to chomp down on that. That's just not cool. But use it. We like to garnish steaks and roasts with it after it's sliced. Canapes, hors d'oeuvres, soups, all kinds of different stuff. It's good and it's relatively inexpensive. You can mostly find it at health food stores and other places like that. Next we have a refined sea salt. Now this salt is good for a salt mill on your table. Instead of having that nasty iodized salt in a salt shaker that you got from the back of a turkey package at Thanksgiving time on your table, go to the store, buy a nice salt mill and put some of this stuff in there. Again, it's relatively inexpensive, it's going to have a much cleaner flavor, and it's going to brighten your food nicely as opposed to trotting it down and making it super salty. The sodium content is about the same as kosher salt, and it's easy to use. It's a little bit too big to just sprinkle on food, but it would be okay to sprinkle in maybe a soup or some pasta water if you were doing that. Check it out, get some, it's good to have around. The last salt I want to talk about are specialty salts. Now we have a sea salt today from Maine, and I'm partial to things from Maine. I'm from Maine, so I like this sea salt. It's very clean in flavor. It's lightly coarse, which makes it nice for sprinkling on top of garnishes, salads. Again, I'll even use this sometimes in cookies, so you get that sweet and salty kind of balance. You get a little pop of salt in your mouth in between the chocolate chips. It makes it really nice. Again, explore these finishing salts. Fleur de sel, which is from France, is a nice one, but they're all quite expensive. Finishing salts like this are going to run anywhere between $10 and $20 a pound, which may seem like a lot for salt, but they're certainly an elegant way to finish a dish. Go to the store, experiment with some salts, check out which ones you like. Let us know what you think about our salt selection today, or maybe you found some other salts that are interesting. Either way, we look forward to hearing from you. Hopefully we see you soon, either at an event, at a farmer's market, or somewhere where we catch you doing the right thing, eating great food produced locally and artisanally by some amazing people. Thanks.